I'm Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com, and I wanted to help you to stay safe in crowds. There have been there's been a number of high profile horrendous tragedies of late. There was Korea recently where 156 young people were trampled because there were too many people trying to get through a narrow gap. There have been other sort of high profile situations where people have died as a result of overcrowding. And there are certain things that you can do that can make it more likely that you would survive. So there are things that you can wear, things that you can not wear, things that you can be aware of that can mean that you and your family can stay safe and come out of this in one piece. Now, first of all, I would like to say that these sort of high profile events are relatively rare. And the sort of things that we've seen as well when you have a terrorist attack in the midst of stuff. So things like Manchester Arena and the Bataclan side of things. And even the sort of football crushes. They are incredibly rare. However, there are things that you can do. So, first of all, be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you know where those exits are. Make sure you know where all of them are, not just the one that you came through, but be aware of where the exits would be. Just as you would do on a plane, be aware of both where your most immediate escape would be, and also, you know, if you were at the loo in the back, how would you get out then? So be aware of your surroundings. Spot early signs. So if it feels that it's getting uncomfortably crowded, trust your instincts. You may want to move to the edge of a crowd. You can do that by zigzagging through it. That is the safest way to go through a crowd, or go round it. Try not to go straight through the middle, because that can be dangerous because the way people stand. So zigzagging is a better way. Make sure that you and your friends and family all have mobile phones that are fully charged. Put them on low power mode. Have them so that they would ring out loud, and have them on vibrate as well. Now, there are situations where in large crowds that actually there isn't sufficient signal. And also sometimes the police will block a signal in order to prevent terrorists being able to communicate. So you need to have a backup whereby if your phones aren't working, you do know how to contact people. So make a backup plan. So tell people that at a certain time you will meet them in a certain place. That way, if you get separated and your phones aren't working, you can still get back together. Now, back to the mobile phones. Put it on low power mode. Make sure that if you can, that you have a power pack with you. And you might need to have your phone on for a light as well. I mean, we went to fireworks recently, and A, there was no mobile signal. B, the lighting was poor, and it was incredibly crowded. So make sure you have those backups and that you are safe. The other thing that is important is don't rely on your phone for those telephone numbers. If your phone gets nicked, and by all means, please put it in a deep, zipped up pocket. But if your phone gets nicked, you need to make sure that you've got essential telephone numbers, either safely in your head or written down somewhere so that you can contact other people if your phone's been nicked. If you're with children, make sure that your telephone number is either on a wristband, firmly secured around them, in an inside coat pocket, or somewhere on them that they know. And make sure you tell them who are safe people to approach if they were to get lost and need help and assistance. The other really important thing is what you are wearing. Think about your footwear. I know it can be glam to go out to a nice concert in high heels, but have some comfortable, ideally lace-up shoes that are firm and supportive, so that if you are stuck in a crush, that you are stable on your feet, and that you could also run if you had to. So make sure that you are thinking carefully about what you're wearing. Wear layers, but also don't wear floaty things that can get pulled upon or tugged, so things with big hoods or lanyards and a bag dangling off the side. You don't want things to get caught if you're in a crowd as well. So a jacket with zip pockets. You've got pickpockets out there too, so make sure that you're aware of those as well, and keep things secure. With your children, dress them in brighter clothes if you can, or something slightly unusual, and take a photo of them in what they're wearing. That way, if you do get separated, you have a recent photo of exactly what they're wearing that you can show to the police or security to help them reunite you with your child. So you've checked your surroundings, you're wearing sensible clothing, you've got a phone that's got the backup, your children have got backup stuff. Make sure you are hydrated as well. So drink water. That sounds silly, but if you get dehydrated, it makes it far easier to get more confused if you are in a panic situation. Avoid alcohol if possible, because it will make you more vulnerable. And if you feel that you are out of your depth and you feel that things are getting a bit much, concentrate on your breathing. Breathe in and out deeply and slowly to clear your head, because if you start that panic, then you will start making wrong decisions or not the best decisions. So keep your head clear so that you are able to make rational decisions. No concert or event is worth losing your life over. So if you feel out of your depth, you feel it's overcrowded, you don't feel safe, go out. You could talk to security, see what they think. And if you feel unsafe, then go home or make an early exit. So don't wait and go out with the crowds. Now, if you are caught up in a crush, you need to keep your elbow out, or that sort of boxing stance can be quite helpful. So you're protecting your chest and you're keeping yourself with a bit more room around your chest. You're going to move around the edge of your crowd diagonally, or through the crowd diagonally, not trying to go straight to the front or straight to the back. Try and plant your feet if the crowd stops, and make sure you're stable. If you drop something, don't be tempted to pick it up, because when you're on the ground, you're more vulnerable. If you fall over, curl up in a fetal position, protect your head, protect your body. And if the crowd is moving, then move with it, but try and zigzag to the side. Now, in our blog on this subject, we'll cover things like panic attacks, caring for an unconscious casualty, that can be recovery position or giving CPR, what to do if someone's crushed, if they're impaled, alcohol poisoning, and all sorts of other really helpful tips. Now, I hope this has been useful. Please enjoy these events, because there will be a lot of people around in some of them. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself safe from infection too, so do be prepared to wear a mask, and enjoy them. But if you don't feel safe, please take yourself away. I hope that has been helpful. That's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com.